Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Munce Report as we recap a big week of results and look ahead to this weekend's racing for Tats Tiara Day. Joining us is trainer Chris Munce and John Bird from Unibet. Welcome, guys, and congratulations to you both over the win of Polysopam for different reasons. Chris, what a horse she is, the filly registering her fourth straight win and fighting out the finish again in a tough one in front of a big crowd on Ipswich Cup Day.
Yeah, thanks, Adam. No, she just seems to be getting better and better, this filly. I mean, she showed a lot of courage. She never wins by a big margin, but she always seems to get her nose out right on time. So full credit to her. She's on the right track.
We spoke about it before. Every time you raise the bar, she answers the challenge. And I believe you're now thinking black type challenge for her next start at the Sunshine Coast.
Well, she's a say you think, and Craig Williams was very complimentary in what he said about her after the race, and he believes that she'll have no problem whatsoever running a mile. So she went to the paddock for a couple of easy days after Saturday. She comes back in today, and I'll just look at her over the weekend before we commit to it. But at this stage, I would suggest that, yeah, she would go to Caloundra next Saturday.
Very good. Well, I'm sure the owners are very excited. It's been an awesome ride for them since day one, and it just keeps getting better. So congratulations to everyone involved, including Leo Thompson, Munce Racing's own Leo Thompson. He's had some success of late with his horses, so well done, Leo. And Bertie, well done to you. You tipped Polysopam as your best bet to the Munce Racing owners in the email we sent out on Friday for the Quaddy Club. So, yeah, good stuff.
Yes, if you can find horses like her all the time, a little bit of speed, take a position, pull out the right time and win in a fight, they're pretty good horses to keep. So if you find them around the place, owners and punters look after them.
Yeah, we said it last week, winning form's good form, isn't it? So, and she's proof of that. And also, Bertie, last week's place offer obviously didn't get off the ground because Stampy, unfortunately, was scratched at the barriers, but you guys generously gave everyone their money back for that offer on Boomstar or Stampy to run a place.
Yes, that's sort of a good thing to do. We thought and we'll look forward to another special this week.
Yeah, that's right. Chris, let's just touch on Stampy. Obviously, it was a real shame he couldn't take his place in the eyeliner, and he went back to the jump outs on Tuesday. Can you give us an update on where he's at and how exactly it all unfolded on Saturday?
Yeah, well, it was a bit of a disappointment, I suppose, but to put it politely. I mean, he took charge of Larry Cassidy going to the gates, which was most unlike him. But he's a very strong horse. I will say he's quite a strong horse, but for him to do that was quite unusual. But he come home, he was quite well, and so we jumped him out on Tuesday in lieu of a race start. And now he will then head to Rockhampton for the Rockhampton Newmarket on tomorrow fortnight, I think it is. So he'll be all set to go up there over 1,300 metres for the Rocky Newmarket. Okay, well, that's a pretty good consolation prize. I know Phil and Mally's owners love a day at the races, so sounds like that Newmarket day would be a good day at Rocky. Oh, it'll be a lot of fun, yeah. And I think Phil's quite happy to sort of support local Queensland racing as well, and a bit of country racing, and I'm sure he'll enjoy himself, and hopefully Stampy can race very well for him.
Yeah, for sure. Well, hopefully he can bounce back. And Boomstar obviously did go around in the eyeliner, beaten less than 2 lengths, finishing 6th. What's next for him? And how did he come through the run?
Come through really well. No, I was quite pleased with him. I think he's just starting to race himself into a bit of fitness as an older horse, so he'll go to the Glass House on Saturday week, 1,400 metres, which I do feel that he's looking for. The way he raced on Saturday, he was in a relatively good spot, sort of lost his momentum on the quarter, but still kept coming on, which sort of suggested that I do think the 1,400 will suit him down to the ground.
Sure, and then obviously the winner, Polysopam, was the highlight, but Millwood was unlucky not to make it a double for the stable, sort of going down narrowly, and I guess it's probably only a matter of time before he does break through.
Yeah, that's right. It was one of those days, wasn't it? I think we took 5 horses of our own to the races, and one of Mark Newnham's, and we had one winner. We probably should have come home with 3 winners because Mark's filly was very unlucky in the Gay Waterhouse as well, Brave Miss, as well as Millwood. I mean, he ran super, Millwood. He was very unlucky. He got cluttered up between horses, and when he finally got galloping room, he burst through pretty strongly late to narrowly get beat. But he'll run in a fortnight's time, and I'm sure he won't be too far off a win.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So yeah, it's only a matter of time there, I'm sure. And obviously, as we mentioned last week, extra incentive for him to break his maiden, and the promise that he's showing because you've got the half brother, and he sort of stepped up another gear. You sent out a video to Munce racing owners this week, and just with an update on his progress. And you're still happy with him?
Very happy. Yeah, no, they'll all have a look at the barriers tomorrow morning. The Better Than Ready Whole City gelding. I've got a group of 4 there that'll go and have a little pop out of the gates for education purposes, and a canter up the runnings for experience. And no, extremely happy with how he's beginning to progress along.
And that's become part of your routine with the babies for a while now, as in you've got the luxury of these 400-metre jump outs. And just talk us through, I guess, the education element to it, what you want them to get out of it.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, they're like young kids, really. They're sponges, what they take in. So you want to make sure they have a good experience and everything is enjoyable for them. So we haven't really screwed them down and galloped them or anything like that yet, but they've had enough fitness and enough work under their belt where they need to be a bit stimulated, and they're ready to go to the barriers tomorrow morning and walk in and pop out of the gates comfortably themselves and let them slide up the running. So it'll be good to see all the babies head that way.
Very good. Well, as we said, a video of the Better Than Ready Whole City gelding's gone out to Munce Racing owners. So if anyone is interested, you can email admin@munceracing.com.au. All right. Well, the win of Pelisapan definitely was the highlight, but it was also a big weekend for the stable's apprentice, Zach Spree, who saluted with his first winner on Sunday at Kilcoy. A big day for him, and I'm sure everyone at the stable was very proud of his efforts.
Yeah, it was good to see him kick off with a winner there. He'd had a couple of goes or a few goes to try and ride a winner, and he'd sort of been thereabouts, but he finally cracked the duck on Sunday at Kilcoy, and he enjoyed it quite immensely, and it done his confidence a world of good.
And no doubt satisfying for Corey too. He's obviously thrown his hat in the ring as his manager, and obviously this is his first dabble in doing that, so it must have been satisfying for Corey.
Oh, I'm sure it was. He's put a lot of work and effort into Zach. I mean, no one really knows who he was or knows who Zach is, but he's been able to get him good books of rides for the last couple of weeks, and hopefully he can build from last Sunday.
Sure. All right. Well, let's get into the preview for Tats Tiara Day. 2 runners heading to the program there. Birdie will help us out with some prices as well. Kavak gets us underway in race 3, which is the cutest 3-year-old handicap for the boys. I guess importantly, he's back to his own age group for the first time this preparation, and he's also 1 from 1 at Eagle Farm.
Yeah, I think he's just starting to turn the corner, this guy. His first 2 runs have sort of been so-so. Haven't really set the world on fire, but we have in those 2 runs attempted to try and give him a bit of a rest early in the race and conserve him and teach him to finish off, but it doesn't seem to be doing a hell of a lot more to help this guy as far as his galloping ability goes. So he had a jump out on Tuesday, went very, very well in the jump out to win quite comfortably. So I'm thinking that the way he looks and the way he's working, he's starting to gallop back into a bit of form. Okay,
very good. Well, that's good to hear. He's obviously Birdie's not one of the favourites. Can you give us an indication of where he is in the market and what else is happening in the market?
Well, after knowing that Chris just said he won the jump out, the $31 and $6.50 the place might be pretty good overs. So we'll be doing a place special for Kodak on the weekend. The details will be formalised tomorrow in the email. But I'd say at the moment, the $6.50 the place is going to be pretty good value.
Yeah, certainly is. So if you can do an uplift on that for Munce Racing owners, I'm sure people will be keen to snap that one up. So, all right, we'll communicate that to Munce Racing owners in the email tomorrow. And I guess let's move on to the next runner on the program for the Munce Racing team, which is Unguarded in race 7, which is a benchmark 80 handicap. She's obviously a fast finishing mare who's first up here and did win first up last preparation albeit in a different sort of grade. First go at Eagle Farm, Chris, how do you think she'll handle that?
Yeah, well, look, we don't really know, Adam. She seems to be pretty good on all surfaces. I think the fact that she's drawn one barrier helps her. Larry's just got to jump her clean. She's not a speed horse. She's going to be back at the sort of second half of the field, towards the end of the field. And as you've mentioned, she does come with a very, very quick burst the last bit. But the key to her is the fence. If Larry can find the fence and just save ground and start to creep up through the race, she comes with a very, very explosive last furlong. And that's the key to how you ride her and how you win on her.
Yeah, for sure. And we've seen horses do that at Eagle Farm, haven't we, over the carnival, I guess, just getting that cushy run in transit and finish off. So all the best for her on Saturday. Birdie, where's she placed in the market and anything doing market-wise?
Unguarded $17 and $4.60, but the race has had a bit of action. The favourite, the local horse Shooting for Gold, after a very impressive trial. We've been a couple of $1,000 and $2,000 bets on it already, so looks like it's going to be well fancy, be hard to beat.
Okay, very good. Well, both value runners there, the Munce Racing duo heading to Tats Tiara Day. And Chris, the other runner for the weekend is Better Rush, who's lining up at Gatton on Saturday. She obviously went out to Dolby last start, was fifth in a benchmark 60 handicap over the 800. What are your thoughts on her?
Yeah, well, she missed the start that day at Dolby and got back a long way, but I still like the way she closed off to finish where she did. So she's drawn a lot better. Senior rider and Tiffany Brooker to take over. I think that she's going to have enough speed. She should be right there on the bunny, either in front or box seating, and she should give herself every chance from there to be able to win the race. So yeah, she's a nice feeling. She's another one I think after having her first up run is going to be extremely hard to beat.
Okay, well, sounds like, yeah, a bit of confidence there. She jumps from barrier 3, and that's the cutest 3-year-old Class 1 plate. Birdie, no prices there, so we'll wait to see where she opens. Obviously, Chris, bit of a push there for Better Rush. Birdie, any other offers from Unibet over the weekend that we should look out for?
Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane and Adelaide, races 1, 2 and 3 will have money back to second and third bets for the day. They will. That's the only early specials we've got at the moment. There'll be a few more filter through tomorrow. Okay,
sure. We'll keep an eye out for those in the vault. Before we let you both go, obviously it's Tats Tiara Day on Saturday. Can we get a tip from you both, starting with Chris?
Yeah, I kind of like Waller's mare, Madame Rouge. It was scratched out of the Stradbroke. Won in an alternative race there after that, and I just think she's got a bit of a sense of timing about her. I think that he's had this race in mind for her all winter, and I think she's going to be very, very hard to beat in this kind of a race on Saturday.
Okay, well, it's a very open race. Birdie, what price is Madame Rouge, and what do you like in the race?
Okay, I like a horse called Odium, a mare called Odium, and I'd have her in front of about 4 or 5 other chances. It's a really good race. There's a lot of horses set, a lot of mares set for it. Means a lot to them breeding wise. And I'll just give you a couple of prices at the moment. Madame Rouge is $18 and Odium is $5.50. So
yeah, okay. Well, lots of bit of value there, especially Madame Rouge. So yeah, as you mentioned, open race, and no doubt we'll be going wide in that leg of the quaddie. All right, guys. Well, thank you both for your time, and good luck to everyone over the weekend.
Good on you, Adam. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate.